All right, it's time for a kitchen remodel update. Are you ready? All right, here it comes. All right, there's been a few changes since the last time you were here. We got a new fridge, new trash compactor installed, new stove installed. So, and we had to do a little, let's go back here. We'll get that squared away. Right now, though, we're working on some molding. And I don't think y'all want to see me cutting molding because it's not pretty. But we did this molding right along this baseboard right here, coming around. The Gigmaster did make a few mistakes in here, so it was not pretty. But it does look pretty good now. So we're getting there. Slowly, a little bit at a time. Still got the little caulking on some of those little nail, finishing nails we drove in. We're going to caulk those holes up. We got a caulk along the top up here, so looking pretty good. Main thing now, my son did an awesome job here putting the floor in. He started the floor over here. Coming in this side right here, as you can see, the floor has been installed up to this point right here. But the problem now, we got to move the refrigerator, we got to move the disposal, we got to move the dishwasher, and we got to move the stove and install the rest of the floor coming under here and go underneath all these right here so we slide them back in on top of it. So, that's where we're at right now. And we'll get started doing that right now. Right now, we're trying to get all the old flooring up. This old flooring at spots there, I tell you, is really tough, like in here. This came up good here, but this right here is like concrete. And we've been taking this scraper, if y'all ever use one of these scrapers before, but it's tough. You almost have to look at a time here, but it's really tough trying to get this up right here. Anyway, that's what we're doing right now. We're gonna work on that right now. All right, you gotta be careful not to get the wood up with the glue. It's really tough getting it up. That stuff is like concrete in there. As you can see, it's really tough. You want to try to get this as smooth as you can though, because this flooring, you don't want any bubbles and any concaves in this flooring right here, especially a lump. It'd make it bow up here. So we definitely want to try to get all this right here. It's kind of like this right here definitely needs to come up right here. So some of this we can live with, a little bit like that we can live with. We may have to use some floor leveling in here possibly, but hopefully we won't. I think it's pretty smooth enough, but we're going to give it a shot right now and try to get the rest of this up. It's going to be a job. That's probably a 2 or 3 hour job finishing this up just to make sure it's nice and smooth before we get started with the floor in this area. The dining room wasn't a problem because there was nothing underneath there. He was able to lay that up to this point with no problem. All right, there's a carpet underneath that. Got the carpet up. We do have to put a transition joint between the floor and here. It'll be like a T-joint that covers this part here and goes down in here. We'll show that later. All right, let's get going. Here we go. All right, there's always a lot of small stuff you got to do all the time. And this is a little piece of trim we got to put in here. This is a balance that goes over the sink, and I cut it so it's really, really tight. As you can see, I'm actually knocking it up with my hand between the cabinets. It's tight. And what we'll do now is we'll come in with a couple screws that come in through the cabinet into this and pull it in nice and tight. Put a little caulk around the edge, smooth it up, it'll look good. All right, let's go on. We'll get back on the floor. We took a quick break to knock that out. We're back on the floor. All right, we just did another piece of molding. Go from end to end here. It's kind of on the edge. A lot of molding we got to do. We still got to do a lot of ceiling molding up in here, but that's going to be another day, I think. We'll see how far we get today. We're going to keep working on the floor today and try to get that done. All right, here we go. Got to get all this glue up so it's nice and smooth. We're working on it a little bit at a time. All right, we're going to show you how to put these in, actually in just a second. But one thing I want to talk about right now is the patterns on these boards. If you notice, some of them have knots, some of them have different knots. But some of the patterns repeat themselves, and you don't want to put the patterns like this one here, put one next to it, because then you get it doesn't look right. You want to get multiple patterns in this floor. So right now, we just want to make sure we didn't have something similar to that on this side. So we pull one out so it does not match anything around. So it looks better when you got all different consistencies around right here. We're going to go ahead and cut this one. This was got to get an inch cut off this edge to make it fit in here, and then we'll show you how to put it in just a second. Stay tuned. All right, we had to custom cut this one because it had to fit in here, and all we got to do is make sure we got enough gap because this piece of quarter rounds be going in here, so we just cover it up so it's a quarter round cover. So we're good shape as far as that goes. But what this does, how it goes in here, is you got to put it right in this lip right here. Oh, you got to make sure there's nothing in it. right there on the edge right there. See how this right here, you gotta make sure there's nothing at all in these grooves right here when you get ready to put this in. And then you get the edge right in the groove here. You see how it's lining up right here? And you bring this down, so it's got to come down a little bit further here. So there you go. So it goes into that right there. And once you get it in here like that, you got to take the mallet, right, Stevie?
No.
And knock this down right in here. Is it covering good?
Yeah.
All right, we got good coverage here. Not a problem. So take the mallet, and we're going to beat this down right here to get it snapped in. All right, let's get it right now. Here we go. That pops in there. And now he's got a little tool here. And you buy these tools when you're putting this floor in to pull it in. And what it'll do is pull this in right here. You pull it on the edge here. Normally you'd have a little piece down here, and you make sure you... Okay.
Hard to get in there.
Alright, she's going in. A little bit at a time. Alright, feels nice and smooth now. But what it does now, this thing here, normally you clip it around the very top lip of it, but since this one we cut it off, you don't have to worry about that one. And this popping, just see how now nice and popped in now. Looking good, looking good. Alright, this side of this makes the dining room complete. Now we're going to move slowly into the kitchen now. Alright, if you find out you don't have enough room on either end of this thing, you can actually move this whole board by tapping on it like this. It's actually shifting just a tad more down this end to cover that. We got enough for the quarter round there, but you can actually shift this in the track. It'll actually move. Pretty cool. Alright, that's got it. Once we got close up to the fridge with the flooring, we actually tilted it up, put some furniture movers underneath of it, and slid it onto the new floor so we can install the floor where the fridge was. Alright, we're out here cutting some special cuts to fit around the walls and the refrigerator areas and all. So let's get one right now. Here we go. A perfect cut every time. Alright, I want to show you this new cutting rig for cutting this type of flooring. It's a rig that my son bought to use. Check it out. Works pretty good. Popped that floor. He did the whole floor over here with that cutter, and it did great. Actually, when I first got here, the screw had come loose on it. We tightened it up. It wasn't working good when I first got here. We found a loose screw on it, tightened it up. Seems to be working good again, so we're using it, trying to finish cutting up this floor right now. Alright, as you see in these pics, we worked our way under the trash compactor, then the dishwasher, and then we moved our way down to the stove. And we put the floor underneath all three of these appliances, and it looks good. Check out this picture right here. Alright, we got an extra panel that goes on the side here. Actually, I had to install these two panels on top of another piece of wood here that actually screws to the cabinet. So we actually had to put that in here like this. We're going to actually just, on the bottom, so we don't drill holes in the floor, I'm actually just going to goop it in there for the time being, so that if we ever have to take it up, we can pull it back up. As far as these screws holes, if this ever comes off and want to decide I don't want this anymore, we can fill it up, make it so you can't even see it. So it looks pretty good right now. Let's take a look at it from the front right there. This gives it an extra little, like wall showing, you know, the refrigerator fits right into this little pocket now. So, and you got to watch out for that because of the air circulation of the refrigerator. You have to have so much gap in here for the air to be able to circulate through here to keep the coils cool. You got to be careful about that. All right, stay tuned. We're going to get this installed. I'm getting ready to put it up in here and screw it tight in and get it going. All right, let's get going. All right, right now we're installing some molding underneath the cabinet right here. Give it a little finished look on them. First thing I did, I got a chop saw over there. We did the 45 on it. But now what I'm doing is mounting these underneath the cabinet here. I'm going to pre-drill some holes in here and then do a little pilot hole so I don't split these cabinets up. So let's drill these first holes first where they're going up in it. I do it right on the edge because that's where they're doing that right there. And one on the back, just two drill holes to hold this up. Not really structurally holding anything. All right, once we get that, what we're going to do is we're going to take the pallet drill right here so we don't split the cabinets. Because some of these screws, if you don't drill a pallet hole, these right here, these are the screws I'm using. could potentially split it. So I always do a pilot hole to keep from splitting the cabinet. So what I'll do now is I'll line this up just right so it fits in there perfect. And that's right where it goes, right there. And give me a couple quick pilot holes in here. And then we'll be ready to go. All right, now we should be able to put the screws in without splitting the wood on the cabinet. All right, here we go. Let's see if we can get them in here now. I'm going to get them started here first, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, got them going in here good. So we'll get them started here. They should line right up right there. All right, here we go. These screws use a Torx bit. And looking good, nice and slow. All right, we're about to wrap things up today. 2 days of working, doing a little crown mold. I'm not normally a crown molding man, but I had to do it. And we got it looking pretty good. We got one little piece that'll go inside there. We got it finished up as far as that goes. We got some crown molding done over there. We got some stuff done here. We got all the underneath the cabinets done here. So we got a little mold. We got the flooring good. So we got a lot covered this weekend. A few more things I didn't mention that we did on the side over here. We did that side panel for the refrigerator. We'll show you that in just a second again. I'll show a picture up there on the side. But that turned out really well. I think it looks really good. And it closes in the kitchen, gives you a nice white, more whiteness instead of chrome refrigerator sticking out. So it looks good. All right, till next time. We're going to finish up next time. Got a little bit of electrical to do and a couple more small things. The main thing is getting the countertop in next and get that measured here Monday, and we'll get the countertop in and we'll show you the final finished product. All right, thanks for coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. All right, thanks for coming along.